Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Now let's take a look at the Longhorns' opening lineup. Red Hat is out there with Prince. Then it's Silk, and then it's Little General, and it's Sharp, and it's the 4 slot. And for Detroit, they've got ABC. Mitchell is out there with Rose. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Jones in at the center, filling out the middle. And it's pretty clear that Adam Silver would like to implement, Chris, a mid-season tournament. What do you think would motivate teams for something like that?
Man, it depends. It could be money, or it could make the games count extra, or different seeding or position of seeding in the playoffs. These days, I guess it wouldn't hurt to try.
Now here is Hardaway. Knocked loose. Jones against Prince. Misses from short range. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for Detroit. Here's Mitchell. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Oh, man, these fans are pumped. I expect them to be loud tonight. It should be a great game.
Now here's Prince. 20 points for him last game again. Detroit with the ball. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Texas team.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it'll be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
Yeah, should be a fun game to watch. I mean, 2 teams that don't see each other that much. They'll learn a lot about each other tonight.
Mitchell outside. It's blocked. Tries to keep it alive, but he gets it back. Jones against Prince.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Oh, what a beautiful play.
What intensity. Did you see that? Great. Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Mitchell's shot is good. The Longhorns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Prince, and that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Mitchell outside. Ferguson with the rebound.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside. Oh, he's got to roll in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Well, for Detroit, their last game a loss to New Orleans. The pass to Hardaway. Out left to the wing. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Detroit shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Both free throws good from Rose. For Texas, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Now here's Prince. He's got 6. Here's Lawrence. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Prince. Clock at 6. And Hardaway comes to help. Texas needs to get off the shot. Off target with his 3. And it's Jones with the ball for Detroit.
Yeah, a tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
You got to be locked in on the road. I mean, when there's no cohesiveness on defense, you're in danger.
Here's Sharp, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Rose finds Hardaway. Back to Rose. Pass to Hardaway. To the paint. Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick to full before the stop.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Here's Sharp, and the layup's good off the glass. Junior's got a second bucket tonight.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Hardaway. 20 points for him last game against New Orleans. Here's Red Hot, the big dunk at the end of the break.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Here's Stanley. 11 points for him in that last game against New Orleans.
And he didn't ignore the defensive aspect either. I mean, his 3 blocks tell that story.
Hands it from downtown.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
Prince against Rose. Prince, the pass to Sharp. Kicks it out to Prince.
Oh, goodness.
Did you see that?
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
Different look here for Detroit. Butler comes in for Hardaway, and Champs subbed in for ABC. Prince against Rose. Mitchell outside. The 3. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
Junior kicks to Prince. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The Machines checked in for Detroit. Cartwright comes in for Rose. The Longhorns also changing it up. The Dude, he's checked in for Junior. Lights Out comes in for Silk. And Big Daddy subbed in for Red Hot. Here's Cartwright. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Now, here's Tucker. It's good. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
The Big Daddy passes to Lawson. Here's Big Daddy. And he banks in the layup.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Tucker with the ball. He had 15 points last out. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Moss, the pass to Lawson. Lays it up off the glass.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Yeah, and this is what you love to see. Both teams going at it, working to get to their spots and cashing in.
Here's Terrell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And there it is for him.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
And so here's Texas.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
They just weren't ready for that game. It looked like they just weren't prepared. The final score tells you the story.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Now Cartwright. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Looking now at some numbers for him. Detroit shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. A-Train, he's checked in for Prince. And both free throws good for Cartwright.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust when he's at the line.
Here's Perry. He is guarded by Cartwright. Ferguson's shot is good.
Timeout, timeout.
And the Longhorns lead by 3.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Now to see the stats for Little General. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. 12th in rebounding, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And you mentioned how powerful he is on the boards, going full throttle at both ends every play, really helping his team compete for wins. Here's Cartwright. Shot clock at 6. Plays it up and banks it in. Cartwright's got 6.
He'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Texas moving it around. A floater, and he lays it up and in. And the Longhorns lead by 3.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense nowhere to be found.
Releases. And Detroit again with the bucket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
1:09 left to play here in the first. A floater, and the layup is good.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
He dishes it to Jones. Pass to Terrell. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. And Lawson with the block. They get it back.
That is prototype rebounding right there. He gets the position down low, boxes out, and then corrals it.
Pass to Big Daddy. A three-pointer is right on target. Now it's a 6-point Texas lead.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And here is Cartwright. He's got 8. And Lawson with the block. Here's Perry, defended by Butler. Rebound, Detroit.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
And so it's Texas with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be right back after this. For those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for the Longhorns, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Showing no mercy right now. The shooters look frustrated, seeing so many of their shots get stifled.
Texas leading by 6. So on the floor for Texas. Junior's out there with the dude. Then there's A-Train. Then there's Lights Out. And it's Big Daddy in at the 2. Here's Big Daddy. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. 6 to shoot. Takes a 3. Here's Lawson. That shot off. Some solid defense from Butler. Cartwright, the pass to Hardaway. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for. ABC's checked in for Champ. Silks checked in for Texas. Hardaway hits them both.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on the stroke.
To the inside, Perry, and he bangs it home with one hand.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Cartwright misses. And it's Lawson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Longhorns. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Now, here's Tucker. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Here's Perry. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
They're just playing smart basketball, reading the floor well and executing.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Yeah, he's averaging 80% from the line, and he has been as steady as they come at the strike.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Mitchell comes in for the machine. And it's Rose in for Cartwright. And Texas making a change here as well. Red Hotties checked in for Big Daddy. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Inside, here's Mitchell. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. 14 points for ABC.
Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior. Gotta love it.
Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Mitchell. Stolen away. Down low. Here's Lawrence. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
And it's Mitchell missing.
Now, he had 2 3-pointers in the opening quarter, and it hasn't been able to connect yet here in the second.
Lawson the pass to Perry. Lawson surveying the D. Here's Lawrence. Tries again. The shot that time not on target. Great D that time from Hardaway. Outside Rose. Mitchell outside. It's rebounded by Lawson. Lawson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Perry, covered by Mitchell. A nice shot by Perry. Perry's got the lead up to 11 now for Texas.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. 4 on the clock. Mitchell kicks to Rose. Detroit, no good that time either. The Longhorns with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Good. 6 points for Silk.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Now here's Rose. And there's the pass to Hardaway. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Texas leading by 13. Perry passes to Lawson. Here's Perry. He's covered by Rose. Pass to Lawrence. Fires it up. And Texas.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
To the middle. And the basket by Stanley. Stanley's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Well, it doesn't have to break stride at all thanks to the money lead pass.
Here's Lawrence. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. That more than anything, dislike that and let it be known. vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Now here's Hardaway. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Silk. Now Detroit moving it up. Here's Terrell, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about them not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Jones checked in for Detroit. So it's Detroit now. It's a 14-point game. Mitchell up top. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
Clearly a foul.
That's his second personal.
For Detroit, they have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
And so Jones nails both of them. Texas leading by 12. It's Prince on the wing. He's got 13. And the baseline jumper, no good. For Detroit, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Stanley, the pass to Mitchell. Over Junior. Detroit, no good that time either.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Junior's got 6 points. And so it's Rose bringing it up for Detroit. They trail by 14. After this one, they take on the Clippers at the Staples Center. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
No good that time. Prince with the defensive effort. Texas leading by 14. Here's Red Hot. He's coming off a 13-point game again. It's good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Pass to Terrell. It's deflected. One-on-one here. Here's Red Hot. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Yeah, because it's so hard to prevent transition scores. Whenever you get an opportunity to get out and run, you take it.
Here's Stanley. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Passes it to Sharp. Here's Red Hot. The pass to Lawrence. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound by Rose.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
There's 1:17 left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Mitchell. Puts up a 3. Ferguson with the rebound. Ferguson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Prince, right side.
That's the only way to hold him in check. He's got it inside. You got to have a body on him right away.
There's 42 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Mitchell, and it's blocked. But they get it back. Now here's Rhodes. Over Junior. And the rebound goes to the Longhorns. Red Hot's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And there's a whistle. There's a foul. That's going to go on the dude. That's his first foul. A different look here for Detroit. The Machines checked in for ABC, and Cartwright subbed in for Rose. Then for Texas, Lights Out comes in for Silk, and Big Daddy subbed in for Red Hot. Detroit trails by 16. Tucker with the ball. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Eight seconds left in the first half. Pass to Jones. And so it's Texas in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Dwayne. What are you looking at for the second half after seeing what happened in the first?
Well, defensively, we got to get stops. We got to get them out the boards and box out. Again, we got to meet their aggression with our aggression offensively. And offensively, we can't let the ball stick. We got to get the ball moving and hopping around the horn and make them move their feet.
Case, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. Well, for Texas, Kenny, how'd you see it?
Well, it has been an electric performance. These guys were firing on all cylinders. They came out aggressive, going after those rebounds, and they were piling it up. I think they wanted to send a message with their physicality, and they're going to be nearly impossible to stop if they're playing that way.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. Allow way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to be here?
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. ABC really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. They've got Jones. Hardaway is out there with ABC, and it's ABC, and it's Rose in at the point guard. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Now here's Rose. It's blocked, and that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Texas on D. Mitchell kicks to Jones. 5 on the clock. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And that one drops. 10 points for Red Hot.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Mitchell looking it over. Teardrop shot. That's tipped.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
Got a piece of it. Left side Rose. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Here's Mitchell. And the rebound goes to the Longhorns.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Let out the pass to Prince. Pulls it from the elbow. And the jumper falls for him. Prince has got 15.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Rose. Hardaway with a wide open look. Detroit, no good that time either.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Trying to break that ice cold streak, and Jones pulls it down. Jones has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Rose against Prince. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
For Detroit, they have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
The first free throw is good. Detroit making a switch here. Butler's checked in, and Texas making a change here as well. A-Train, he's checked in for Prince. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Longhorns leading by 19 points. Here's Silk. Some solid defense from Rose.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
And out of bounds, the Longhorns will take it. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Detroit. On Wednesday, then on Friday. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Perry. He's got 9. Passes it to Ferguson. Banked in off the glass. And the Longhorns lead by 21.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Rose passes to Hardaway. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 8th assist in the game. The pass to Ferguson. Kicks to Junior. Texas moving it around. Unloads from 13. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now here is Hardaway. 7 points in the game. Here's Red Hot. Covered by Mitchell. Good D by Mitchell. Detroit trails by 20. And slam dunk by Butler.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
The Longhorns have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. With the runner, Rose with some nice D. And it's Rose with the ball for Detroit. Steps back and fires. But he recovers it. Mitchell passes to Stanley. Outside Hardaway. 5 to shoot. Pass to Mitchell. Here's the 3. Drains the 3-pointer. Mitchell's got 17.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Perry passes to Sharp. Here's Perry. 9 points in the game so far. And it'll be Texas with their first timeout of the game right here.
The fans got a little bit of a show there.